The first stage in our rose cultivation is planting the rootstock. This is done in February or March using a planting machine towed by a tractor. We plant some 20,000 in a day, and it takes 18 months from planting the initial rootstock to digging the finished rose bush. The rootstocks are placed into the clips on the wheel, and as the wheel rotates into the ground, the clip then releases the rootstock into the soil. They are planted so that the neck of the rootstock is just above ground. By early May, the rootstocks have established themselves. They are growing strongly and in a few weeks will be ready for budding. During the summer months from June to September, when the rootstocks are growing vigorously, we propagate our roses using a form of grafting called budding. Budwood is prepared on the nursery from stems of the selected variety which have just finished flowering. One stem of budwood can yield about 8 buds or eyes, which are found at the very base of each leaf joint. The person bent over double here is called a budder, and is a highly skilled craftsman. Good budders are becoming difficult to find today because of the long hours and arduous work. The budder uses previously prepared budwood according to the variety labelled in the field. The budder removes the bud from the stem, makes a T-shaped cut in the rootstock, inserts the bud and then cuts the top of the budwood level with a horizontal cut in the rootstock. A rubber patch is then clipped over the top of the bud to keep it dry and secure. This operation can only be carried out in dry conditions, as water and mud affects the chances of the bud making a union with the rootstock. In the autumn, we check the buds to see how many have taken. Some will grow out, while others just look green and promising. Ones like this are in the majority and will develop and grow out in the following spring. Early in the second year, another job requiring a strong back is heading back, which is done in January and February. This is simply cutting the rootstock down to where it was budded. We always cut with a slightly sloping incision, the top of the slope being on the side of the bud. This protects the bud by allowing water to drain away from the bud location. By April of year 2, the buds are beginning to shoot out from the rootstock. Budding success can vary between 60 to 90%. By late May to early June, the buds are growing away nicely. Every year, we find it incredible that by June, those insignificant buds which were lying dormant in the neck of the rootstock have grown so high and are almost flowering. It's a tremendous sight, but also a worrying time, as the young tender shoots are vulnerable to strong winds that can blow them out of their grafts. If that should happen, the whole plant is lost. By November, the flowering is over and the plants are dormant. This is the time that we dig up the plants using a machine called an undercutter. This is basically a blade that cuts through the soil and then shakes the plants to make it easier to pull the roses out of the ground. We then select the plants for the orders that we have been receiving all year. These orders have come through either flower shows, our website, or through our mail order catalogue. The roses are pulled out of the soil, labelled and lifted before being transported to the packing shed. Another crop of roses in the field is now in full bloom, and we start our cutting for flower shows, of which we attend about 12 each year. At the flower show, the roses are arranged into displays. All the stems are recut and inserted into oases. It can take up to 12 hours to prepare a display, generally using 4 people. We have to make sure that everything on the stand is clean and tidy, that the flower displays look their best, and there are no dreadful colour clashes, a subject which always causes some disagreement. The finished display has won us a cup and a gold medal, which is wonderful for our morale and usually gives us some local or national media coverage. We hope to hear from you soon and look forward to supplying you with roses that will give you years of pleasure.